Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our run here on Zielonka. And we just finished up planting all of our fields. We have, obviously, the canola we planted a while back. We got the sugar beets down this stripe, and we got the potatoes there. Of course, still got grass. And this should be everything we need, unless I'm missing something, for potatoes, or for potato chips and chocolate. And, yeah, so we're good. Feeling pretty good about things. We need to... What do we need to do? So we got a little bit of money. We've only got a couple things left that we're leasing. Well, we just added 2 more, I guess. So there's that. We got the mower. Well, what? That's the front bit of the mower, at least. We got the trailer here, and then, of course, we got the harvester. Harvester is definitely going to be used for a little while, a little longer. Can't afford that at the moment. Definitely could afford this if we wanted to. 8,000 bucks. I mean, at this point, we might as well. And we could afford the trailer if we wanted to. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and buy these. Just because why not at this point? Just kind of trim up a little bit of our list here of things that we know we're going to keep for a while longer. And then these other 3 things, we'll get there. As far as loans, any loans that we want to pay off right now? I mean, if we paid off anything, it'd be this 4.6% interest. 41,000 bucks is what remains. We're paying 4,000 bucks a month for this thing right now. We've only got 11 months left of this anyway. It's not bad. But if we paid this off, I mean, that's 4,000 bucks a month less that we're going to have to pay for. So, you know what? We'll probably have to take out a loan here soon to harvest our potatoes and sugar beets and stuff anyway. But if we can just repay this right now, that's, you know, I think that's going to be fine. And so we'll get that one paid off. It leaves 3 loans. Not too bad. I mean, this one's going to be a loan that we keep pretty much the entire game at this point. These other 2 loans probably will get... Yeah, they'll get paid off here relatively soon. So, feeling pretty good about that, actually. And like I said, we're probably going to have to take another loan out just to get the equipment for the potatoes and sugar beets. Alrighty, that's that. Anything else for us to do? How are the cows? Let's check the cows before we fast forward. Cows are looking good. And our next thing, how are we doing on production facilities? Raisins are getting there. Grapes are getting there. Or so grape juice, I should say. And then the cereal, of course. Yeah, we're waiting on that to finish up. And we'll get that sold off here in a bit. Let's fast forward to April. We got a little bit of fertilizing to do. We got some herbiciding to do, and then of course we got to mow our grass field. Get you set up on the mowing, get that started. We got to do hay this month as well. Let's make sure we're doing wide spreading. We'll have to TED it. Cool. All right, let's go. G rolling. Let's grab, I guess you can drop off the last little bit of straw that you've got. Let's grab you to start working on, I guess, herbiciding or fertilizing, whichever. We don't have to fertilize the sugar beets, but we do have to fertilize the potatoes. right, get you rolling. I gotta get the truck out of the way, I guess. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sorry. Excuse me. Coming through. All right, that's done. What is your problem? Oh, did we not? Oh, I bet that's why we couldn't do the digest it. Oh, it wasn't because of the bits and bobs. It's because we don't have the information. I was wondering. I could not figure out why. I was like, this doesn't make sense. We should be able to digest it. It's fine. We'll just do fertilizer, but I had never thought about the digested being dependent on the fertilizing information before, which makes perfect sense. I just hadn't thought about it. But yeah, okay. That all makes much more sense now. No worries. We'll get this done here. I just realized we were a little bit scooched over compared to the beehive there. Okay. Mystery has been solved. Did you pick up some cereal, I guess? All right, good stuff. A little bit more cereal, not much. We'll get there. It's weird that the digest it put down a little bit though. Like that's I think the part that confused me, that it was able to put down like a couple little splotches. But I guess I should have made a note that those splotches didn't actually show up on the map. So yeah, I should have figured it out. You really just gonna stop right there, my friend? Like why? Why? Just explain that one to me. I know that you're only 12 years old or 13 years old, whatever age you are. My son here who's driving this tractor, or my child. I guess I haven't decided if they're daughters or sons. But anyway, I have not. I don't know why you don't know how to drive in a straight line until you get to the end. All right, good stuff. All right, got one more pass for you. Good stuff. Keep an eye on you, because for some reason you like to stop halfway through your job, not finish it. It's like typical kids. They're going to run into each other, aren't they? I was here first. If ever needed a weeder, that's a nice weeder. Plus it plants canola. Does it now? Wait a minute. Let me think about that for a minute. If it plants canola, it could take the place of our cedar, which is only planting canola. Problem is it won't have fertilizer. But it's very cheap if I remember right. Those weeders, planter thingamajiggers are quite cheap. Yeah, I mean we won't ever need it to plant grass again, because obviously grass is good. But let me think about that for a minute. Canola. Anything else we care about here? Not really. It's only 12 meters wide, actually. I thought it was wider than that. Versus the cedar we got, which is 8 meters wide. What's the miles per hour on this thing? 7. This is 8 and 11. They're close. Actually, I actually think those are going to be close. And this one does fertilizing. I think we stick with what we got. But it's tempting. I could definitely see it being a useful... It would have been a reasonable option as well, to be fair. All right. You did not finish. I'm pretty confident of that fact. This is the kid that just wants to do the bare minimum and go play video games. Shame. He's the younger of the two. The other one's got more responsibility. You know, all those older kids usually are. Very easy to see the weeds on sugar beets, though. Goodness. They stand out. Might be the easiest crop to see weeds on. Most crops, they're already grown up enough. Like the potatoes over there, I could barely see the weeds over there. Even when I'm sitting here watching him, he's still trying to do the bare minimum of his job. Come on, go all the way to the end here, buddy. It's all good. Alright, we'll get this finished up. And then... Oh, we needed to go do... Forgot what else we were doing. We need to go do some tedding and windrowing. Get you rolling. You did finish. Good job. Maybe there's hope for you yet. Get you started. Make sure you're doing all right. Yep, you are. Good job. Alright, so our next harvest thing will be canola in July or August, one of those two. And then, yeah, that's the next one. So whenever canola is done, if it is August, we'll be doing potatoes in August as well, which is fine. I just can't remember when we planted the canola, to be honest. It is August. We might flip around and immediately plant right after harvesting the canola as well. So we need the dairy. We need the sugar. Oh, we actually got a lot. We need the dairy, the sugar mill for the chocolate. And then we need the oil and the potatoes for the potato facility for the potato chips. So we need 4 facilities just to get this rolling. think I'd rather have the dairy on our over here by us, maybe. I'm not sure. Let me think about that one. If I put it over on the other side of the map, then I'm probably just going to have it auto sell instead of go pick it up myself. It's a little hard to maintain picking up the chocolate otherwise, but I don't know. I'll think about it. We do it on the TMR now. It's not a straw, so we definitely want to drop off a little bit more straw in a bit. But we got plenty of food. We got so much food in there. Honestly, when we get to the point where we have enough food to get to the soup phase, we can actually stop making food altogether, because we will once we get to the potato phase, or the soup phase, we'll be done with the cows. And that starts at year 18, so we're in year 13 now, so that's 5 years. So whenever we get enough TMR for 5 years so that's 900,000. Once we get to 900,000 liters, we will have enough. So we're a third of the way there now. Alright, what I need next, I need this trailer right here. So 900,000 liters would be how much hay total? So a quarter of it needs to be hay, effectively. So, 225,000 liters of hay. We might have been able to get by with double hay this cycle, actually. Which, now that I think about it, once we get to the part where we don't need any more TMR, then I guess we don't need any more grass either. Yeah, we're going to be ways away from the hay, right? Yeah, we're not even going to get 100,000 liters right now. So we need a couple more rounds of hay, but we should be able to... I think we need 2 more rounds of all of this, right? 2 more years. But that means we can stop a couple years early on the food side of things. I'm doing my math close to right. Good news is what we could also do is if we get to the point where we have plenty of grass and we want to repurpose this field, and if we're short on straw for any reason, we can go ahead and start planting some grain crops and harvesting that, picking up the straw just to kind of cover that last little bit we need, and then just store the straw or the grain crops into the silo over there until we're ready for that phase. So that actually would be another option. A reasonably good option. So we need about 400,000 liters of silage total to get to that number. And anything past that can be used for whatever. Which we're about halfway there now. Yeah, I think 2 more years of grass is all we're going to have to do, which is pretty cool. That's awesome. Which arguably means we didn't have to buy that mower bit because we're only going to have it for 2 more years, but that's okay. It was not very expensive. And we'll be able to sell it, so that's all good. Dump off some silage while we're sitting here. Yeah, so we just gotta pick up the rest of this, and we're done for April. Yes. And then we'll need 225,000 liters of straw, which we have 312. So that leaves about 100,000 liters just to bet for bedding. I think that maths out pretty good as well. Need to edit this silo and up the rate at which it pops out there. It's kind of slow compared to most of the other things we do. This one field of sugar beets is going to be so much sugar. We know it makes tons of sugar. Would not surprise me if this one field is all we need to do, this one harvest. And anything after that just is whatever at that point. I don't know. Once we get the buildings, we'll be able to truly get the calculation, the math right. Can that silo hold TMR? If it can, then we can just produce all our TMR, you know, all the silage, all the TMR, all the stuff we need, sell both of those buildings over there as well, and just store it in the silo. But I actually don't know. Next time we pick up some for the cows, we'll have to check, which we do need to do now. All right, I'm gonna get this dropped off, and then I'll feed the cows, and I'll bring you guys back after that. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.